Cerita dia sekarang, diorang dah praktis banyak season. Invictus Gaming baru season ni. Tunggu next season. Ombong akan tulis skrip lain-lain lagi, betul?
Betul, tapi season depan aku flash, sorry ya. Sementara.
Sampai playoff.
Ya, sampai playoff. Ya.
Di rumah singgah.
Ya, rumah singgah.
Maksudnya dia cakap next season Flash tak lepas playoff juga.
Oh, janganlah.
Dia yang cakap. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hopefully you guys enjoy Nobody kat luar dan juga vibes kali ini. So Poji, mari tanpa kita membuang masa, kita terus nak masuk ke meja panel semula. Nak tengok sama ada IG mampu bangkit kembali untuk game ni. Jom masuk.
Thanks, bros, as well as Boji. Again, having our restreamers here and some famous people come in the middle of these breaks to give a little bit of time and energy to this crowd as the teams go back in.
IG reset. IG, you gotta reset. Like, Game 2 was not it. Game 1 was okay.
It was okay, yeah.
Game 2 was kind of like going backwards.
Now, another question is, right, we saw them do the
point he just has to get sick.
He just has to get...
he just has to get sick.
He just has to...
Like, he's like, I'm more sick than nervous.
All right, let's look at the player code coming in from Hazel. One more step to the grand finals in her match against SRG yesterday. We were able. One more step to the grand finals in her match against SRG yesterday. We were able to take the lead. The difference was that they capitalized on our mistakes at the same time. We got a little too hyped and lost our focus, which ultimately cost us the match. I still believe our chances of winning the championship this season are very high. I don't want to let that. I don't want to let that opportunity slip away. But first, Vamos, I'm sure we'll beat them for the 4th time in a row.
Imagine how he's supposed to be feeling. It's like, yesterday, Mel didn't do well, give him a pack talk. And then today's yesterday, it's like, bro, come
the
on.
other side lane, you know?
It's like, could you guys like
please, like side lanes, please.
Yeah, but then Mel and Yetri went up to him. It's like, okay, pick your poison. Either he sucks or I suck.
Honestly, I would rather Mel suck.
Dad, which one of us do you love more?
Okay, you would rather Mel suck if Hazel is on Assassin, but if he's on a tank, I think you would rather have Yetri sucking.
Hey, they have 2 subs for both bros.
EXP needs to lock in, man.
Look,
they need to lock in.
IG has substitutes for both bros.
Yeah.
It's a Darmil. That's an option.
Funny how that works, huh?
Yeah.
They only have substitute for the side lane.
All right.
Now we know why.
There's only one answer. Nova X Kobar, it's time for you to throw the game so that everybody else does better.
Nova throws the game.
If everybody else does better, how can you really complain, right? All right, we get Pac first. Again, very looking at the draft.
It's the same bands and etc.
Except for the Marcel.
No, Marcel was banned as well.
Yep.
No, it's the same.
Yeah. Exact same ban.
Okay.
The order is different. Is that the Fanny was banned second, but this time Fanny banned third. Yeah.
You're right.
Okay, so we get the same opening.
Not same opening, well, because they pick up Zushin as well as apa nama tu?
Do it in BM. We'll translate it for you.
Okay, wait. Just have to wait for the famous draft.
Gwyn.
Yeah, the Gwyn.
Yeah, it was Gwyn and the Zushin. Sorry, I had to think in Spanish.
Yeah, the thing is Spanish.
It's funny how that works though.
It's clear. It was clear that he was not thinking in English at that point in time. I could see it in his face.
I think Glue is still a solid pick here.
Very good pick.
Or the Gwyn now gets picked up.
I've been waiting.
And I guess carry. Yeah, let's carry.
Preventing IG from picking up something like the Glue, and maybe Nako is just like, hey, it has been a few games since I used the carry.
And
so
Nako is, I think
yeah,
end it.
Yeah.
Make it quick and painful.
Do they just no? Suyo feels so bad here, even though there's like plenty of opportunities, and honestly, Suyo is probably going to be the best way to kind of fill in the gaps. But there's just so many vulnerabilities, so many ways you can get canceled out, whether it's Magic Thump or Knockout Strike.
Yeah, right now it's difficult for the roam actually, because you pick a frontline, carries there, you pick a disruptor, the Paquito is there, so they pick up. Now this is gonna be interesting.
We're going pretty deep down the pocket.
But now Vamos, they banned Fredrin and they're looking very good already.
Yeah, I think he banned Fredrin. if Baxia isn't too bad, but Fredrin comes first.
Yep.
Has to come first.
We'll see whether or not this might be an Arlet setup here for the side of IG as well.
I almost don't want that to happen.
Yeah, but I think it all depends on the Fredrin. If Fredrin is available, then yes, it is a possibility. If not, don't have to think about it.
There's still mid heroes that can deal with like the shortcut. Hasn't been shown by Vamos before, but teams like SRG and CG at some point in time has heroes like Odette, even though he's not meta right now. What about Valir? Now that I think about it.
Not the worst, but most of the time, it just means that Chip is not going to attack wherever the Valir is going to be, right? You're always looking for picks on the opposite side of the map. And generally speaking, your team fights, you'll need somebody to open the map up anyways, right? So that's technically 2 roles you have to kind of cover for. Valentina already gone. Baxia going to be the follow-up here. Fredrin is probably the follow-up from Vamos. IG, what else is there to worry about?
They were hovering the Kalia earlier. I would actually ban out the Gatot.
Yeah.
I would actually ban out the Gatot.
Get rid of the...
Gatot, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, you jump in with the portal and then everyone gets taunted and not going to have a good time.
Yeah. Atlas is
Atlas
also
too,
something, a cause of concern.
I think it should ban. Maybe they're banking on that they have a carry, so they're not too afraid of the Fredrin. Maybe.
Could be.
I mean, I feel like carry as well as the Gwyn, if it's an honest Fredrin, you're able to deal with it. So they're banning out a Harley.
Yeah.
So so they're willing to let the Fredrin through. Ooh.
I mean, I feel like they kind of got everything they need at this point, right?
Another one would be... never mind, it's too hard to play. It's like the Joy or the Nolan, right? Both aren't that good.
I mean, both have its plus and minuses. It really depends on how well Chip is able to engage and everybody kind of coordinates on that attack. I think by far the safest would be either like Nolan or even Suyo in these positions, but at the same time, 1 CC and it's over for you.
Like, do you pick Yetri's hero now and keep Hazel for last?
I don't think there's any other...
I want a Lapu, actually.
You want Lapu? I think
You and me,
they go for Fredrin.
you should.
So they go really by the book.
Right now, they really don't have enough damage. So Yetri has to pick up something that can have at least 1 damage item.
Lapu, Yuzong. Or you just overload the carry, right? You just have beefy enough members to stall her out while everyone takes care of her. But then you don't have damage.
Nah, you're gonna go Arlet. I think this has to be an Arlet angle or like a Bene angle for the side of IG. Yuzong is gonna get kited out.
Yeah, I think Banner is better, right? Like,
Lapu.
well, now that is the
Yeah, now it's
problem.
Badang.
Now
That's the problem.
Badang Zetian.
You know, this is a long shot. A hero that can use Dispel Vengeance might help out. I'm thinking like a Tamos, but so far only Cram has used the Tamos.
Tamos, surprisingly enough, can just nosedive the carry.
And he don't care that he gets caught by the Badang. I feel like every other damager, even the Lapu, doesn't want to face the Badang.
I don't know. I just feel that like anybody who is auto attack based really just hates Badang in the first place for how often you kind of cancel autos, cancel abilities. The mini stuns are just a lot more frustrating to deal with overall.
Ooh.
I mean, not to mention that they've got like a full wombo combo here for the side of Vamo. So unless they need, I think they need disengage. Lapu has CC immunity to maybe buy some time for those moments to happen.
Now here's the thing. That Badang is the key winning pick here.
Yep.
It just has to counter the chip.
It's the Zeke special too.
That's it. Dude, Vamos having a good draft here.
Really great stuff. Really great stuff.
I mean, if Hazel knows...
At this point, I don't think it's going to be 4-2.
It might be 4-0 actually.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out as we're about to head on into this game. LaFell has again already pointed out the most important aspect of it, and that's Zekif here on this Badang. He's got to find a way around Nova X Kobar and make sure that the expectations are managed into their hands.
Zekif, Hazel knows his beating best. We've seen Zekif's Badang before when they were on the same team. So let's see if Invictus Gaming can rise from the ashes as we head into game number 3 between IG and Team Vamos. Vamos still remaining on the blue side with IG on the red. And this Badang Zetian might have just solved the chip problem.
And something to note here, we're seeing 3 Purifies from IG, which is good against kinda Zetian, but mostly on the Gwyn. But again, Zekif, he likes it when you don't have a flicker, right? This Badang might have an MVP game.
Might have it. assuming that the early doesn't actually go in their favor and IG don't throw a lead when they do develop it, because it's about lane control right now, and they're already forcing Zkeef in a position where he can't get too much EXP and keeping Qualcomm in check as they mount the freeze.
This is smart. Zkeef is actually going into the jungle just to absorb some of the EXP, but more importantly, making sure that Eric doesn't get ganked, because at this point, they know Hazel's pathing. Hazel will try to get any kind of advantage, and so far, they're just making it equal.
I think he also just picked up the extra buff fruits just to keep himself so he doesn't have to go for the complete recall as well. Now, after Litho Wanderer has been contested for, Invictus already with a slight EXP advantage from Hazel. Laning phase seems to be, oh, well, I say that, Nako here, obviously, right on top of Mel.
And very early warrior boots for Nako as well, same as Mel, but more, I would say more value for Nako, right? Making it so that he can actually tank some hits.
Yeah, he has to commit
And purify.
everything. He just wants to catapult.
Okay, he purified to make sure that he didn't get bursted, but still, that hurts.
That hurts so much. And he misses out another minion as well. I mean, I understand losing those catapults really suck, but at some
Dying
point,
is worse.
Yeah, dying is significantly worse. I don't know. Somebody needs to help Mel QT out of here. Just get some pressure off of him. He needs to be able to recover or at least contest one of these river crabs.
And honestly, this is good because Nako is preventing Mel from joining the first turtle fight, because that's what Clods want to do at this meta, I guess.
Or at least double wave, right?
Yeah.
I think right now, should be Carry who's going to be able to double wave first? Yeah.
Yep, Yetri is going to beat him up, absorbing the pressure. Fury the Phoenix gets used, but the early damage from Lapu is going to be great enough as Yetri with a double kill. IG off to a good start, Nako, late to the party. And that's what you want. You get the objective, you get some punishment in, and the Lapu is the one that gets the cash out.
I'm not gonna lie, pretty surprising that Vamos didn't want to play for picks, and it's, oh god.
Yeah, Nova ready to die for this. Nako is going to be the target. There's no way out of this one.
What?
Maybe there is somehow.
What? Oh.
Nako survives and backup arrives. Arrow 4-4 and Zkeef to the rescue, and that was your Lapu that just got 2 kills.
Suelo, no!
Oh.
He just needed to pick him up. He needed to pick him up.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
I was surprised that Vamos didn't take the portal, but yeah, that one kind of trumps. I'm like, that was a huge botch. It was honestly a good thing that Nova didn't die.
Yeah.
He should have died.
He should have died for that, right? Just take the aggro, man.
It's fine. It's fine. It happens to the best of us.
It's not fine for Yetri.
I mean, well,
Poor dude. Gets a double kill,
You know what?
instantly dies.
You know what? That's meta, because he wants to die before he has 3 kills, so he doesn't give a shutdown.
that's
Fact.
true.
Yep. That was on purpose, folks.
Yep.
Y'all just don't know it yet.
Yep, high level play.
Something Epic players won't know.
Resetting bounty.
Here are 10
Elgin.
tips to get you out of Epic.
Die at 2 kills.
When you get 2 kills, die once.
Yeah.
Elgin, can we please get a video of that? Can we please have the intro of Elgin just going, do you guys want to not reset your reset your bounty early on?
That's going to be an April Fool's special next year.
We're giving him free ideas, damn it. All right.
And then just clip every single time a pro player dies after 2 kills, like, this is on purpose.
And then there's like the number, right? The numerical value.
And then the title's like, this is why you're stuck at legend.
If you die when you get 2 kills, you won't have the enemy screen showing that you have a high bounty.
Having a problem carrying your games? This is what you need to do.
Die.
You might be carrying too hard.
Oh boy. Oh please, we need that as a shout out. Oh, Magic Thumb connects.
Yeah, force out the Purify. That's Suelo. Temporarily removed from the fight. Yetri fully commits onto this. Does have the damage. Through the beat doesn't stop him. But the rest of Vamos will. Yetri dies again. And now Hazel needs some help. Subban flickers to isolate Hazel. Great knockout strike. They stun them up. Subban not even to get the kill, but Zkeef will. Valkyrie joins with the dance, but not enough damage. And Nako is willing to fight this for as long as possible. And it is Vamos coming out with the win.
Dang. First time playing the comp? Like,
Yeah.
whoa, what was that?
That's why in my head is like, that is very risky. And honestly, you know what? Yetri, in game 2, you overcommit so much. This is one of those times I'm like, you know what? Might as well overcommit.
Yeah, honestly,
You could have gotten 2.
he could have gotten 2, and I honestly think that probably wasn't his call. I felt like Hazel was like, we can actually do this. Like, this is so possible right now.
And then he gets sold out again.
He does.
God damn it. And now they lose bot one.
Turret has been destroyed.
You know what? No, you guys don't understand, right? This is a meta against your opponent.
Oh.
Who you're going up against? Vamos.
Vamos.
So that means the game is Vamosable.
Facts.
It cannot be Vamosable if they're losing.
Yes.
Steal their branding.
No.
No.
It's more like
You
you set them up for it.
The conditionals, right?
Yeah.
When is the game Vamosable? When Vamos has a big lead.
But look at Vamos. Look at what they're doing. They're making sure they don't have 3 kills. Right?
Oh, no.
Dude. See, Zeke had 1 kill and he died.
What constitutes as a big lead that can lead to a Vamosable game?
6,000.
6,000?
I've seen them throw games at 9,000 gold.
To be fair, the game that BTRM almost won yesterday was a 6K flip.
Okay. All right. Let's see whether it's going to fall into those same standards here. It's building up to that one, right? But we've already received the bot side already destroyed. And yet, Echo has been hiding this bush this entire time.
Yeah.
Oh, they found another Purify user. Not sure if Nova wants to go in there. MPD's having a rough
He would
game.
throw so hard if he just ulted there and then the entire team just autopilot's like, yeah, we can go in.
Let's go in. One by one, by the way.
He Mel instantly takes the portal and he
He BMI's back in that.
Look at his meta. Vamos, they're winning, but not too much.
But not by much. And
yeah, just 1,000 is comfortable.
I think that's honestly not too bad, but I mean, in Invictus's position, 1.2 ain't the end of the world. If they can go even against Team Vamos, that's still considered all right, not the worst in the world, but as the late game starts coming through, and the fact that Nako has
Wait, do they want to get
touched.
Do you want to get Sapat here?
I feel like, yeah, Sapat knows, right? Sapat, yeah, he smelled that. Here comes Nova. They know where Sapat is. Yetvi's gonna jump in. They bring in the whole cavalry. The Fear to Finish, big combo breaker. And it's a setup for Vamos. Nako walks away with 1, but Yetvi was able to get a double kill in return. IG finds a good trade.
That was good. That was good. Yechi also just committing it to 2 kills. Hazel has to be, unfortunately the one that dies. But Nova has to keep his KDA, right? You guys don't understand.
Yeah.
As a roam, if someone else dies, it's on them.
Look, it's a setup. Look at Yetvi's KD. Man's blazing it.
Yep, he is.
He's blazing.
420, baby.
He's trying to keep it. He's trying to stay on top of it, right? I don't know. I'm surprised that Nako ended up dying there, especially since he had Flicker as well. Just wasn't able to respond fast enough to it. A little unlucky, of course, but at the same time, see that Nova X Hobart is providing like a crazy amount of vision.
Yep.
He got hit by probably like a rogue land shaker in the midst of things.
So right now, he's just waiting for an opportunity where his ult is up. He's going to teleport to one of the spawn points and then try to get a catch. At this point, looking at the items, it's enough-ish damage because the Claude, even without 3 items, he still hurts. He may not get the kill, but it should be enough to get the kill over to Yetri or Hazel. You just got to be careful of Zeke. This is one of the situations, unironically, it's okay for you to go in one at a time.
Yeah.
Right? So that you're not all caught out by the Badang.
Quick question. Do you think Zeke should be going full tank, or do you like him with a little bit of damage?
Full tank. If they're winning by 7,000 gold, you can have 1 Heptasis. 1 Heptasis.
Well, they're ahead by 925 gold.
Nuh-uh.
Building up to it.
Nah. That Fury Hammer is just for show.
It's just for stats.
To get
Yeah.
to have to say,
Alright.
you have to be within Vamosable range.
Yes.
That's the signal. That's the nuclear option, Mr. President.
Here
Oh,
it comes, Zeke. Great engage on the Hazel. Hazel guaranteed to die here. IG have no response. They go on the Mel. Mel does even relocate with the portal. The certain out does drop. Suelo isolated and Nako, he's in. But he didn't get control. Yetri, this is his moment to redeem himself onto Nako. Nako dashes away. Yetri trying to chase him down and Nova is already dead. But Yetri, he needs to connect the blades. He has 1 hit left, but he just couldn't get it. Nako gets bailed out by his teammates and IG loses 4.
dude. Vamos just acted like BTR, but better. right? Nako overcommits and everyone protects him.
That was crazy. That was legit crazy because there was definitely a moment in that fight. Everybody was like, what's going on?
Yeah, look at this instant replay, right? Era jumped in and Nako, even he realized that he overcommitted. He flickered out and then Klakun, Zkip, as well as Sampa, they just make sure that all of us can die except for Nako. And Nako even had the timing of the cooldown of Year 3 to know that when he's throwing his blades, he can avoid it.
Yep. Crazy. The fact that Mel QT also walks out of that alive, rather surprising. Takes the quick shortcut over with the rest of the team and just works out perfectly.
Yep.
At this point, Hazel, you know, you're
He can only do so much.
No,
I'm not Frederick.
No, I'm not blaming him. It's just that. Oh, hold on.
Oh, they have to at least get this right.
Vamos enter the portal.
Go home, go home.
Vamos not entering the portal. They're just gonna push.
They should be able to defend this.
They're gonna get an inhibitor here,
Yep.
and that's good enough.
Okay.
I take that.
I take that too.
Sampa die for us.
And they punish Zkif at least. Hazel get counter engaged on. There's no certain ult here, so at least no tempo breaker.
Oh, Nova.
Spotted out, no
Doesn't have the
shortcut. They are going for him. He's dead.
Year 3's trying to help.
Can he build up?
No, he's like,
Not this time, baby.
that's all you.
Not
That's all
this
you.
time.
All right, second team, unlike why you're still in Legend. You keep helping people out.
Be selfish.
Sometimes let them die, but be close enough to watch.
What if they realize it's about to get into the Vamos raid? So they're like, might as well do it. Oh, Zkif! Right on the engage on the Year 3. Year 3 still gets out, and Zkif gets punished instead.
All right, now we're starting to be Vamosable.
And MelQT in with the blazing duet. Nako flicker to safety. Arrow 4-4 needs some help. Goes into Winter Crown. Fighter Requiem. Suelo, can he get the trade back? Yes, he will. Suelo finds the kill. And Nako can find the follow-up.
Yeah. Overall, right now, Vamos.
Oh, Nako.
So,
Yep.
see,
Vamosable.
this is the meta, Gideon, right?
They rarely get to 6K. And then they punch.
You know what this strategy is called? Fanning up your prey.
Facts.
Yep. This is all just high IQ planning. This is the thing that you plan for weeks.
You telling me that Invictus Gaming have spent the last oh my god.
Well, this should be another punish. Zkif is gonna get lifted up now. That's gonna be him dead.
Gideon, before you finish your question, if Invictus wins, can you really say my logic is flawed?
We'll see the game after that, but I personally feel that like it's just what happened there? That was
You should hear the collective groan of the Vamos crowd.
They're like, bro, we had 8 weeks. This is the 9th week. No, it's simple science, Gideon, right? You let them get into your base, and then they will be desperate enough to do anything to get the inhibitors.
And they over die.
You telling me Invictus Gaming spent 8 weeks, well technically 9 weeks, honeypotting Team Vamos.
Facts.
Just gaslighting them into feeling like, yes.
Does that not sound like something Coach Bam?
How do you
Yeah.
like? How do you think reverse sweep happens? You know?
Yeah. I gotta say, seeing the vibes of IG, that 100% sounds like something they would do.
Oh my god.
They just need to figure out how to do that with SRG.
I bet you Coach Man was celebrating when he saw that. Like,
He's like, told you so.
It all makes sense now. It all lines up.
oh, Mel.
Oh my god, is he gonna get one shot? Wait, I don't even think that Mel has...
Look at Zkif. Zkif is waiting on the portal. He's waiting on the portal. There could be a mistake coming in from Nova Escobar.
Yep. I'm worried as well.
Someone needs vision over there just to make sure that he doesn't go there.
You know, first things first, let's just push out that mid lane, right? Like, this is not a nothing burger. That's not gonna happen. Suelo, push out that mid lane first. See what happens.
And don't have to
Then we
hold
need
this,
see the
right?
Response.
Yeah, let it reset. Boom, good. Top lane.
Nice. Now you have to go check. Okay.
Yechi, please throw your swords on. Look.
Oh, Nova is in. They see Sapat and they go for the engage, but the knockout counter engage from Era. That was good enough. Trade room for Nako to try and fight the Lord knockout. Kills off Era. But MelQT, he's gonna get caught on Sapat. Right in with a KO punch. And IG will lose this fight. Nako with his collection. There goes Suelo. And it's all feast up for Vamos. Yetri doesn't really have much left in the tank. The whole team of Vamos barreling down, and Era's sacrifice was worth it.
That was one hell of an engage. from Arrow 404.
Yep, Nako is going to go for the honeypot here. IG try, but try as they may, and it's just not enough. Team Vamos are now up 3-0 in this best of 7.
Woo! They're doing it for the fans. They've come down in droves and they've filled up the arena here. The Stadium Juara is looking alive. So far, 0-3 as Vamos are just pummeling chin blows and knees and elbows to IG right on the chin.
Well, IG got a reverse sweep before, so not counting them out just yet, but let me just say a quick one. That was kind of Yetri's fault because, again, like you say, is this the first time they've been using this comp? Because you're having a chip, and you know your chip player wants to go to one of the spots, right? You got to open up the map. You got to make sure that you know that it's safe or not, especially when you're going up against one of your counters, the Badang. They let that area just be free. That was, bruh.
I'm of the same opinion. I'm in the same opinion. We were literally giving the play-by-play of like, hey, this is how you start taking space in a safe manner unless players react insanely like Error 404. It's just a tough game.
Like I have a different angle. I have a different perspective. I think they did step one right? They made the Vamosable happen. They got the conditionals down. And then they got to their hit. They thought that they could run away with the lead.
No, here's the thing.
They should have let Vamos do the Vamosable a second time.
They didn't listen to Coach Bam. You know what Coach Bam said? Suck, but don't suck too much. They suck too much.
Facts.
It's too much.
That's what I said.
That's what you said. And I quote, suck.
And I
But not
quote,
too much.
But not too much. just a little off the top.
If Nova just died down.
Right?
Because right now, Invictus, everyone is looking great.
Yeah, it's starting to get to them. The pressure is there, and they're starting to crumble underneath it. Vamos, on the other hand, they're getting hungrier, right? They're getting more bold in the way that they're playing.
Right now, 1,400 for Vamos, and they're basically winning on all fronts. No one's stopping Spat, no one is stopping Nako, and Error, he just sets up her team.
Yep, they should be able to kill Zkif here.
There we go.
Fed into the MelQT machine.
First punish. First really big punish that we see from Invictus Gaming here to try to take this lead back. And right now, at least for Suelo, he's on the right track. He's already got the glowing wand at this point. Anti-heal to deal with Arrow 404's super magic. On that top side as well. At least now they're saying, you know what? If Ye3 is able to control this lane, at least we can give Hayabusa the extra farm.
Yep.
Yeah. Invictus, they gotta take free trades because they're not at a position where they can really be cool. They can't be too flashy.
Yep, not at all. Hazel, whoa, what a casual sidestep there. And that's Malefic Gun now purchased for MelQT, and this should be the timing that IG is waiting for.
Yeah.
They're not too far behind yet, you know, you want to be ahead, of course, but 1K is manageable, and Ye3 looking to get out of this. Supa still able to get the secure, and that is what Vamos is looking for.
Good stuff, good stuff. Sabat not going for like the hyper burst damage. Yes, he still has damage, but at least his first item is War Axe this time. He's looking to peel and sustain more than anything else. He's not looking to 100-0 somebody, but will take the opportunity.
And not in the good spot. Again, a snap engage from Vamos onto Mel. Mel is dead. The Violet Requiem keeps Error 404 alive. Nobody's got completely isolated. And Sabat finds another easy kill there on a Suelo. Hazel doesn't find an angle back in. And the third turtle of the game for Vamos. Nova Escobar next to be taken down. Error 404 slays him.
I can already see the comments. People are saying, why do you keep letting Sapai get a Paquito? He's known as a Paquito when he was at his prime. And now when the hero is strong, when he has basically 100% win rate during the playoffs, all 4 games, he's got it.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous here. That's the problem with EXP right now. Unfortunately, you can't let the Phoveus through, and you can't somehow let the Paquito through at the same time. But
Freya.
There's just too many. There's not enough bans to deal with all of them.
Yeah, he's gonna go down here too. There's too much damage from Vamos. This game might be half over.
I think the game's kind of over.
I called it over when Mel died like that in the first what, 2 minutes of the game.
Look, I was trying to hold out.
I know.
Now for Invictus, they might be able to turn this around. And my only conclusion to that is if Nako really whiffs it and somehow Nova X Kobar gets on top of him with the slam.
But you know it's bad when we're not making a Vamosable joke.
Yeah, it is. This is
Yeah.
This game is actually not Vamos.
Yeah.
Pretty hard.
Yeah. And you would imagine that at some point somebody would whiff an ability from the side of Vamos. They haven't yet.
Oh, you know what's so sad about this?
Why?
We've set up the story for Invictus.
Uh-huh.
We keep saying they are like the most consistent team because they're always number 3 in regular season, except for the last week. And imagine ending the season being number 3.
The story writes itself sometimes.
Oh,
Bro.
Hey, dude.
If that happens, we can just say
Told
called
you
it.
so.
Called it.
But then the crowd can also say scripted.
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing. Say it from week 1.
Yep.
IG destined to be 3rd.
Destined. They can turn this around. They can absolutely turn this around. But the timer is closing very, very quickly. And Mel QT, he can't get a split push down. And Supa can basically one-shot him at this point. Mel just does not have enough tools to 100 to 0 Supa when he has damage reduction.
Yeah. Right now, Vamos 5,000 gold ahead. Somebody's waiting for the flanks.
The way back
He's Mel. He has flicker. So he's not gonna go for it.
Taylor also chunked out the shadow, not in the right spot. Does Hazel want to make the attempt? It seems like he's gonna try and do so. Loses it instantly, gets crowd control, and he's dead. And Vamos, they smell blood. They might lose Nako in the process, but Vamos still has more resources to make it count. Killing spree for Era, and there's 2 bodies down for IG.
And the Vamos fans are going wild. They can feel it. It's so close, so palpable. Just the taste of EWC. It's underway in the next 5 minutes. Oh, I don't know whether or not this next lore could be the end game scenario, but now we have to start as we look at the initial mistake here. Whether Invictus Gaming, the big problem I have now, they don't have the wave clear anymore.
Yeah, it's honestly the only viable way and the last way if they do survive this push, it has to come down to heroics, right? Hazel has to make some godlike steal, throw his life away, and use that lord to stabilize the game state. And even then, it only gives them a chance of winning, just because they don't scale as well. It's a Hazel basket now.
It's too much.
And that basket is 0-3.
It's running out of time.
They're running so dry.
It's a deadly drought as of this point. They have to try and just use the shieldings.
Have to try somehow to keep this alive, and I think at least for the first lord, they have the resources. With the assistance of the Holy Shield, they should be all structures still up. But what now from this point?
Yep, now it's the second wave, right? They're making sure that both long sides, both wide sides of the side lanes are going to get cleared up first from their minions. They're going to let the mid actually go for the slow push here. They don't need it to synchronize absolutely perfectly, but they definitely need to get some spells out of Invictus Gaming. So let's see whether they start probing here or they're waiting for the side lane collapse.
Now, how much can you walk up? Because Arrow 4-4 is considered a threat. Look at ZK, he's just walking in. Arrow 4-4 finds the pickup. How long can you hold out on this Nova Escobar? He just disappears without doing anything. ZK, he's buying so much time. And Vamos loses nothing, but they gain an inhibitor up top. ZK does end up going down. What a knock up there. Arrow 4-4 with the setup. But Mel QT finds the trade on the Nako. Suelo, he knows he's going to be dead. Arrow 4-4 with another setup. And finds a double kill. And Vamos still comes out with a lead.
2 for 3. At least for Invictus Gaming, they don't have to remember about Nako anymore. They just got to clear these waves, which they're struggling to do. There's only so much they can try for.
Another crowd control chain on the Yetri. Yetri this time will get out. But IG, they've suffered heavy losses. 7k deficit, 2 inhibs down, and a lore spawning in the top lane.
It's a difficult battle. This is going to be in, but at the bare minimum, Vamos knows, hey, we didn't get the long lane, but that's fine. We got 2 inhibitors off of this. We literally have max items, or getting close to max items at this stage of the game. And once we get those final 5, it's over.
The reality is, Invictus has lost their timing.
Yep.
They lost their win con. And to make things worse, the counters of their heroes are on their opponents, right? We've seen multiple times Hazel try to make a play, but again, the Gwen is not a hard counter, but she has the tools to make the Hayabusa not as strong.
That and Nova too. If Nova cannot outlast the setup of Vamos, there is no chance.
Yeah, but all tanks from the side of Invictus Gaming are absolutely getting shredded right now by Natco and arguably even Clawquid. Like, even Era 4-4 doesn't care anymore. He's jumping onto anybody who walks up a little too far.
Zikif has the hep disease.
Yep.
You know that's when it's over.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Good lord.
How do they...
It feels sad to call the game at the first death.
It is. And very few of them happen, admittedly. Very few of them do happen. But at this stage, it feels like it's inevitable. It's almost fate, even.
Well, at this point, SRG, they can start preparing against Vamos. But the thing is, Vamos hasn't shown everything, right? They've been almost using the same kind of draft over and over again.
This is going to be the last push. Vamos ever so close to beating the Eternal Demons. And it's going to start with Nova's death. And they're going to get it. Hazel, he's already out of the fight. They've been doubted. They've been denied. Team Vamos, people hardly see them as a contender, and yet here they are. Sabat will have to fall back, and IG refusing to go down without throwing a couple of punches of their own. Hazel back into it on the Zkip. No out though, forces them into crowd. Out from Clawquid. Clawquid goes down.
Okay.
IG still hangs on.
Woo! They hold on.
This can't be Vamosable, right?
I don't know.
I still think it's not Vamosable.
It's starting to get there. Hazel's also about to hit his max item. Same goes for Mel QT. Already maxed out, full of everything. Sway.
Dang, Suedo has a garden helmet.
I thought, wait a minute. I thought that's what Nova was purchasing. I may have looked at that wrongly. Oh my god, what? Why does he...
I don't think that's a good item against a Demon Hunter sword. Because the thing, you buy the Garden Helmet for two things, basically so that you don't have to recall. The other one is to anti-burst. The only bursty hero here, well, I guess the fighting Clawquid. I hope it's just for them. Because again, the percent HP damage kind of sucks when you have a lot of HP.
Yeah.
I mean, IG came back from a game against Vamos with no in-hit. Let's see if he can do it again. Hazel.
I don't know. Is he actually genuinely worried about getting bursted down? I personally don't think so. I feel like it's mainly for the fact that he doesn't need a recall.
I think he's just worried that he's getting poked out by Clawquid very often, right? He just wants to be able to, return to the fight quickly.
That is also true, but getting out of combat and getting back into combat...
I mean, like, here's the thing. It's not like a bad item. It's just that, we thought it would be prioritized over something else.
Yeah. I was thinking more like brute force breastplate, but then I started looking at everything else. I was like, honestly, am I really... Like, if you're going to get hit by the first CC, even if you have tenacity, you're going to get hit by the next CC.
It's probably he's going for brute force next.
Yeah.
The only question is if you can get it in time.
Really? I would have imagined like Wishing Lantern or something, or...
Nah, I think he needs to survive.
All right, let's see.
Well, that's going to be Nova caught out again. This time, they will have the damage. Nova ends up straight up dying. A follow-up from Zkip onto the back line. Mel QT getting absolutely shredded, and Zkip holds the line. Clawquid in, and Sabat again! Mel QT with the wisdom of nature, but Nako finds the finisher, and that is it! Vamos in the base of IG. Minion Wave slowly pushing in to Hazel. Chokes it out with the shadows, but Sabat once more with the gut punch. And Vamos right in the face of IG. And at this point in time, after 2 years of waiting, the new generation of Vamos have finally slayed their demons and will continue to blossom in the fields of Paris as they make it to EWC 2026.
Congratulations, Vamos, on your 4-0 victory as you punched your ticket to France for EWC.
Hopefully tomorrow against SRG, they can show their chops. But for now, man, proud of Sabat, man. He made it back to international stage. He was from the MPL, dropped down to the MAL, and now came back. But IG, they know they were so close.
They were so close. They had 2 opportunities to make it to the international, and it breaks my heart to see them in this state. They've worked too hard for this, but at the same time, it is the nature of competition for one to win and one to unfortunately taste defeat.
It's another competition, another international falling short out of Coach Bam's hands too. And Jeswan would have loved to go to Paris. He was once there in Riyadh 2 years ago. But this is it for IG, Invictus Gaming. finishing third in their first debut of Season 17.
Good game coming in from both teams. Hopefully this lights a fire in IG because they know they were close. And the mistakes are clear.
Yep.
Like, I hope each player takes accountability and know that they have to improve.
They have a high ceiling. They just need to add some polish of it. But what I'm most happy for is seeing the next generation of young MPL stars from MY going over to an international to gain that experience. With that being said, we will throw it over to our host, Poji, alongside Rose with an interview with both of our teams up on stage.
Invictus Gaming merupakan pasukan yang dibentuk daripada 5 pemain buangan. Namun mereka membuktikan tiada apa yang mustahil. Namun hari ini impian Invictus Gaming berakhir di tempat ketiga. It's been an emotional night. So